Hello everyone and welcome to Galaxy 89 Cars. Today I'm bringing you an in-depth tour of a 2016 Seat Leon Cupra 290 here in Midnight Black, one of 6 colours to choose from. SMC Seat in Woking kindly allowed me this opportunity, so please find their contact details in the description of the video. A part of the VW group, the Leon often finds itself in direct comparison to the impressive Golf R. This Cupra marks the 20th anniversary of the Cupra range and stands in to replace the previous model, the 280. It comes in with 3 shapes, 3 and 5 door hatchbacks with the 3-door known as the SC, and an estate version with the initials ST. Unlike some of its hot hatch rivals, it's front wheel drive only, but it is fitted with a limited slip differential to allow for a more playful driving experience. The 290 is a step up from the Cupra 280 and brings 10 extra brake horsepower, to make a total of 286 brake horsepower with 258 pounds-feet of torque. This performance comes from its 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. As this has the optional DSG gearbox, the performance results in a 5.7 second 0 to 62 mph or 100 km/h time. This time is reduced to 6 seconds in the manual car, with all variants restricted to 155 mph. The dual exit sports exhaust that I will demonstrate soon comes as standard and saves 5 kg on the standard system. Despite the pops and cracks at top revs, the exhaust note is still quite subtle in comparison to rivals such as the RS and A45. This model has been spec'd with the optional 19-inch Cupra 290 multi-black alloy wheels with Continental Sport contact tyres. The 19-inch wheels and large Brembo performance brakes seen here are one of the black performance options. At the front, the Cupra has a larger front grille with hexagonal honeycomb design. The lights have been formed with a very angular design in comparison to the smooth lines found on the rest of the car. Moving along the car, we first come across the LED side indicators on the angular wing mirrors. Even though the key fob has a mechanical key, the car still has keyless entry. At the rear, we find a redesigned rear wing that flows down the rear window on either side. The rear lights are broken up into triangular segments. The key features a small Seat logo on one side with a mechanical key release mechanism to the top of the opposing side with buttons for lock, unlock, and to open the boot. The door handles pull out in the traditional outward motion. The interior here is finished in black and is constructed made from plastics, leather, with white contrast stitching. As this is based on a typical hatchback, it is very easy to enter and exit, with an easily navigable Cupra emblazoned sill. As with all my videos, I will take you on a short POV tour of the interior before going into more detail. Let's start with the door. It is upholstered in leather and has a smoked out door release and internal lock and unlock buttons alongside it at the top. Moving along the armrest, there is quite a wide handle with the electric mirror and window controls ahead. Below, there is a good sized storage area. Rising up to the right of the steering wheel, we are greeted by a small plastic storage compartment. Above this are the exterior light controls and the first of 4 air vents. The Cupra has a flat-bottomed, leather-upholstered multifunctional steering wheel. With buttons on the left controlling the media and torque functions, and on the right the trip menus. Behind, there are short and quite flat gear change paddles with the usual setup of left for down and right for upper gear. The Seat's trip is quite extensive with menus for speed, MPG, range, navigation, audio, telephone, vehicle status and a lap timer. These are extensions from the car's main screen. The central screen is a 6.5-inch LCD touchscreen. The knob on the left controls volume, and on the right, the access scroll options within each submenu. There are 4 buttons on each side. To the right, navigation, traffic, car, that is comprised of water and oil temperature, a G-meter and the full lap timer, and menu, which allows the user to access all submenus. To the left of the screen are the direct controls for DAB radio, media, showing all connection types such as SD card, USB, Bluetooth and CD, phone and voice. The checkered flag button below the screen can be used to switch between the different driving modes, comfort, sport, Cupra and individual, that change settings for the engine, exhaust, steering and front differential lock, becoming progressively more aggressive. In addition to this button, we find controls for the start-stop, parking sensors and camera, hazard lights and ESC with ventilation and air conditioning controls below. Under, there is a small storage area with a small jack and USB input. This Cupra has the optional 6-speed twin-clutch DSG automatic gearbox that can be used in automatic or semi-automatic with gear changes taking place either using the gear shifter or the steering wheel mounted paddles. The leather upholstered automatic gear stick can also be used to sequentially change gears in addition to the steering wheel mounted paddles. The standard option is a 6-speed manual. The leather upholstered handbrake is towards the left of the central column, with 2 cup holders more centrally and a 12-volt socket behind. This model has leather electrically adjustable sports seats with Cupra embossed, but it is possible to add bucket seats. Up, down and tilt buttons are on the side of each seat, with a pull mechanism underneath for back and forth. Let's move to the rear of the car. Starting with the doors, they are similar in construction to the front. For a hatchback, there is quite good room in the rear. I'm 183 centimeters, and with the driver's seat pushed back slightly, there was room in the rear. The rear bench is also upholstered in leather and can seat 3 or 2 depending on whether the armrest is deployed. With the armrest deployed, we find 2 cup holders. For passenger comfort, there are centrally adjustable air vents. To interior storage. The central space is quite limited because the bottom has been cut away for the 12-volt socket, but it could store a few phones or a water bottle. The CD player is located in the illuminated passenger side glove compartment. The 5-door Cupra has an official boot space of 380 litres, which can be extended to around 1200 litres by laying down the rear seats. Moving back into the front, the driver and passenger each have a reading light, as well as illuminated vanity mirrors. The car has interior lighting which can change depending on which driving mode you have selected. So that concludes my tour of this 2016 Seat Leon Cupra 290. Once again, I'd like to make a huge thanks to SMC Seat in Woking. Please subscribe for the latest content, and until next time, cheers.